So for 16.2, we're going to look at what are called pesky equations. So these are more difficult to solve. And we're going to look at methods solved by completing the square. So if you look here, we have x squared and x, and what I'm going to do is complete the square on 1.25x. So what I'm doing here is I have my x squared term, and then we have 1.25x, but I'm going to divide that into two pieces. And I get 5/8. So we have 5/8 x and 5/8 x. And then this piece ends up being 5/8 squared. So I just changed my calculator here to do a decimal. So if I did 1.25 divided by 2, I get 0.625. So that's what 5 divided by 8 is. And what we're going to do here, this part is going to be 0.625 squared. So what I'm going to do here is go x squared plus 1.25x plus 0.625 squared equals 0.375 plus 0.625 squared. So here, this will end up factoring into x plus, if I did that part here, the 0.625 squared. And then that's going to equal 0.375 plus 0.625 squared. So it equals 0.76525. So here this is x plus 0.625 squared equals 0.76565. Then we're going to do the square root to both sides. So this would be x plus 0.625 is equal to plus or minus. We need to take the square root of that answer. So here I press the square root of 0.76525. So I'm going to round this to two decimal places. So it's going to be 0.87. So here we would have x, and I'm going to minus 0.625 from both sides. So x equals negative 0.625 plus or minus 0.87. So then here, we're going to have two answers. X equals negative 0.625 plus 0.87, and x equals negative 0.625 minus 0.87. So on here, I'm going to go press negative 0.625 plus 0.87, and you got 0.245, and then we're going to subtract that as well. So negative 0.625 minus 0.87. So this is negative 1.495. So this is one method with completing the square. And you could do these and try to factor these. The problem is a lot of these look very hard to factor. So there's got to be another way because that's showing a lot of work there. So we're going to look in our next unit at the quadratic formula.